Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Coach T here. Thank you all so much for stopping in. I've completed 50,000 push-ups as of today, and I'd like to point out all of the benefits I've seen on my 50,000 push-up journey. So let's get right into it. The first thing I'd like to point out is the mental health. So the cool part about being so extremely disciplined and having to do my push-ups is times in the past, maybe when things get really low, there's the hills and the valley, the highs and the lows and the valley, the lows, the really low points in my life. I completely went standby and maybe shut out personal growth, development, discipline within different areas in my life. And that has been even worse when you're low, then it gets even lower. But by having this new discipline of staying extremely disciplined, the low is actually higher, meaning that I've actually seen personal growth in myself by being able to overcome the low by raising the low to a new high. And then obviously the highs are super high. So that's the first thing I like to point out. The self-growth is absolutely limitless when you guys are working on yourself, and that's what I do firmly believe, and that's what I do with myself now. And I just want to say that was the first thing I've noticed, was the growth in myself, the ability to continue to grow even when things weren't going my way, and continue to grow when things were going my way, and staying consistent no matter what. Absolutely, without a doubt, was a huge box to tick off for personal development. The next part I like to dive into is the strength gains. So doing lots of push-ups, lots of pull-ups, running a lot, doing legs, core, stretching. Surprisingly, it's still extremely strong. Maybe there is a ceiling, but that ceiling is quite high, and obviously I've only been doing it for a year, so we can't say for sure what the ceiling will be. Over a period of time, that ceiling could get raised, just like the mental health area was raised. Who's to say that the strength area of my life doesn't grow as well? The last part I like to touch on is the physique. So the physique is extremely huge. By staying so consistent, my physique has changed for the better, and I've actually had probably one of the best physiques I've had in my life throughout this last year. Sometimes, of course, there are better days than other days, and sometimes you're eating better than other days, so the physique looks better on most days, but for the most part, the physique is consistent, and the physique is something that I'm never gonna kind of want to do elsewhere. This is exactly where I want to keep on disciplining myself and growing myself in this area. And I guess the last point of conversation I'd like to jump on is how my body feels. So there were times when my body was definitely hurting, elbow pain, shoulder pain, deep muscle pain. But I mean, as long as you have the mindset of you'll figure it out no matter what. You know, if my triceps were hurting one day, then maybe my push-ups were a little wider the next day, and if my shoulders were hurting, then maybe I went a little more narrow. And it was just always figuring out different ways that I could continue to stay grinding and continue to stay disciplined for the sake of being extremely disciplined and the sake of the count. So guys, that's my 50,000 push-up update. I'll try and do these updates every 10 or so thousand push-ups. Thank you guys so much for stopping in, and I'll see you guys later. Good luck.